Come on in, everybody. Let's do this. Hello, YouTube peeps. What is going on? Do a little rock and roll on the intro here. Hit the like button as you come in, folks. Let's get this going. Let's get it on. All right. Hello, everybody. What is up, YouTube Street? Let's bring in the beautiful, the one, the only. Damn, that's loud. The one, the only, the beautiful Mrs. Mab.
Hey, everybody. Good night. What's going on this Halloween Eve?
Oh, I gotta close this door. Hold on one second.
I did close the door.
Oh, you did.
You're still loud. That's okay.
We're gonna figure out this delay reverb deal.
I'll turn mine down a little bit. Yeah, so Halloween. I actually put a sign up on our door. I'm being a Scrooge this Halloween that said we have no candy. We're set back from the road a little bit, so unless our house is lit up, you can't really see it. So we only had one group of kiddos come, and I had some leftover full-size Hershey bars from s'mores this summer, and those kids were happy. We had some happy kiddos. Wow, that feedback is terrible.
You hear that?
Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. We'll see if we can fix it.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You can hear me now?
You're a little low.
All right, there.
I can hear you.
Right. Sorry about that, guys. The real Piscean Predator showed up earlier. Joanne He-Man. Hello,
Reggie
Hindsight's 20.
Checked in 20 minutes ago. Thanks, Reggie.
Courtney.
Thank you so much.
Good to see
We've
you,
got
Sweet Misery.
Tina. We've got Courtney, Barbara, Mary
Angie
Jane
Gibson.
Art Gosho. Thanks
Reggie.
for joining us.
Reggie be good. What's up? Courtney again. Art Go Show over from Piscean. Thank you very much. Barbara Smith. Huntress. What up, Huntress?
Hey, Christy. Gross.
Good to see you, Huntress.
Grossy Brothers. Sorry if I said that wrong.
Rocky Princess Grossy, but I don't know how you pronounce that. Christy Kid.
Sorry, I look a little tired. We were up at 3:30 in the morning. I'll tell you what happened, but I'm a little tired because I'm working all day and I think I'm getting a cold. So anyway, it was a lot going on here.
5 o'clock in the morning.
We were up before that.
We were awoken by a huge explosion.
Well, first we woke up because the power went out because we have some white noise in the room, and all of a sudden it's too quiet, and we woke up. Dog scratching on the door. What's the dog scratching on the door for? And then, boom! Huge explosion. What are you doing, Mab?
Mab is trying to get rid of that squeak. I guess we're just going to have to live with it for this time.
All right. Oh, well.
So huge explosion. Dog comes barreling in, jumps on the bed. Jamie flips out, starts screaming at the dog. What the hell are you doing? Get out of here. Because we've been keeping the dog outside because I hadn't been able to sleep very well with the surgery and all that. So I went through a long period of insomnia. So we got the dog not sleeping with us in the bed like he usually does. So he barrels in. Mrs. Mabs flips out. We kick the dog out. And then we hear this huge explosion. And the dog comes barreling because he totally doesn't like shotguns, doesn't like no loud noise. I mean, he's totally shy to guns and firecrackers, anything, fireworks, anything. He just starts shaking like a leaf and wants to crawl in your lap. So then, how did we notice the fire in the first place?
You know what? We're getting a lot of echoing.
I know, we had that last time too.
I think, let me,
You know what? We're getting a lot of echoing.
Move
take
farther
me down,
away.
take me down, and let me come in.
Take me down. Take me down.
I still hear it. That's weird. Hey, Shelly, Seashells, how you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, it's awful.
Good to have you here. We're squeaking this driving us nuts.
Good to see you.
I bet it's your microphone.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the phone.
It's the phone.
All right. We figured it out. It's good. Get out the other station, woman. It was me, Huntress. It was me. Totally me. So I want to show you guys this news article that was on. So anyway, how did we notice the fire? Oh, shit.
Let me in.
You got to knock before I can let you in.
Ah.
How close am I from the fire?
Well,
Like a 1 minute
about a half a
walk.
mile. So, Matt,
Not that far. I can walk there in 5
quarter
minutes.
mile. So
Less than a quarter mile. It's really close.
So
Close
we hear
enough
the
that we were.
explosion, and Mab looks outside and says, "Why is it light out?" And I
Yeah,
was like,
that's what it was.
What?
The sun
And
doesn't come up over there.
just peek through the blinds, and the sky is red. And I was like, "Holy shit! There is a fire!" And we just jump up and go look outside, and there's just flames, huge, tall flames, tons of smoke. It's 4:00 in the morning.
Crazy.
And I figured with the explosion and with the huge amount of flames, it wasn't a brand new fire, but I called 911 anyway. And they transferred me. There's a fire department like a quarter of a mile up the street, thank God. And they said, "We're not evacuating yet, but if you feel unsafe, go ahead and evacuate." And we were like,
This is an hour before you have to get up and get ready for work.
yeah.
So there was no sleeping after that.
Yeah, no, we were up. We were up. And you could go out our back door and see the flames. But it was down a hill. So I'm like, you know what? I don't think it's gonna come up the hill.
Well, the wind was blowing. It wasn't blowing at us. It was blowing southwest, and we're south. So it was basically going off at like a 30-degree angle away from us.
But my coworker, her husband is a firefighter, so I texted her about the fire, and she said her husband is on his way, and she's like, it's listed as a garbage fire. And I'm like, no, there's a quarry over there. And there's it was huge
firewood processing, 5 acres of logs stacked up like 20 feet high. and then a bunch of firewood. The whole place was stacked with firewood or tree logs, and it's 5 whole acres, and the whole damn thing was on fire. I don't know how that could happen, but
And
it did. That's the fire behind me you see there. That's the actual fire this
and
morning.
power was out, so I had to boil water and wash my pain in the butt when the power's out. I mean, I feel bad because 2 families lost their homes. Nobody was injured, but I mean, it's so sad when houses burn to the ground, and especially one of the families had 2 little kiddos. So there's an elementary school right across the street. School was closed. The road was closed. I mean, it was pretty intense.
It was. Check it out. I'll show you the news article about it because I know how to do stuff now.
Yeah, you know how to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of our running joke that Mab knows how to do stuff.
3, 2, 1, take off.
Quarry Road. Information about a fire burning in Aromas off of Quarry Road. Evacuations in San Benito County have been lifted there because of this fire that you're looking at. This is from earlier this morning. CAL FIRE says the fire now at 5 acres. It is contained to that property.
Look at that wood.
On 2 o'clock this morning. We do know that
logs.
3 structures
Holy
have been
shit.
damaged. There are currently no reports of any injuries.
It's a huge concern, and that's why we have additional units coming in from Santa Cruz. You just
Yeah,
witnessed
those
one come
logs.
by. That was from
Look at those logs. It's just the whole thing is piled with logs. They're all on fire.
CAL FIRE Santa Cruz, as well as CAL FIRE Santa Clara. And we also have additional drones in the air operating, so that way we get the picture of the entire fire in real time, so we know where to deploy our resources.
Now, again, evacuations in that area have been lifted. Officials with Aromas San Juan School District cancel classes at Aromas School today.
Yeah, that's it.
Gruesome. Sorry, no politics here.
Wait.
But we don't love gruesome.
Now, how do I undo this?
Skip
Stop
ad.
screen there.
Oh, there we go.
I'm learning.
But you can do stuff.
It was scary, Huntress. That's a big damn bonfire, selling seashells on the seashore, or something like that. Yeah, that was a totally hot fire. I'm surprised it didn't spread. And the wood's windy too.
It was windy. I mean, you would look at it and you can just see all the smoke going to the left, just blowing. And it's still pretty warm here. It's been like 75 during the day. So, California is in a perpetual drought. So bad news. So it's still burning. I could see the smoke off the freeway when I came home from work. Firefighters are always at the scene for at least 24 hours.
Great. I'm going to look at the chat for a second. Hey,
Okay.
Pac-Man, what's up? Mary Jane Doe. There's Huntress again. My Donna Clark is here.
Oh, and Lori Shortlegs. Hi, Lori.
Shortlegs.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Shortlegs. Chris Marie, good to see you. Hey, Julie, sup? Fat Chat, what's
Cameron.
up?
Fat Cat.
85 in San Diego
85.
yesterday?
Oh, San Diego. I lived down
She used to
there.
live there.
My heart is in San Diego. I love it down there. It's awesome. It was the best. So fun. So fun.
So now that we told you our fire story, if anybody wants to come up and chop it up for a bit, I just dropped the link right now.
Did you guys give out candy tonight? Anybody else?
Yeah,
Candy
anybody, what
Scrooge
you guys
like
do
me?
for Halloween, or what are you doing for Halloween right now?
Yeah, or did you dress up for Halloween? Show us your costume. That's kind of fun. Oh,
Yeah.
and we had a costume. So my dental office, there's like 40 of us. There's 7 docs, 11 hygienists, and twice as other many team members. So every year we do a costume contest. And I thought ours was ridiculous. My doctor picked it out. None of us really cared about it. He paid for it, so we're like, whatever, we'll wear whatever you buy us. And we were the Jamaican bobsled team,
Oh
and
my
we all had
God.
these outfits, and we had like a little material bobsled that we all got in, and we did a little dance to the music. And the other teams were like 80s. There was Wizard of Oz. There was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. One team dressed up as milkshakes and did the little milkshake dance. And we actually got first place. And I could not believe it because all I wore was a stupid t-shirt and a hat. And that was it. We won. So we get pizza. So that's kind of fun.
Sweet.
They canceled Halloween. Yeah. There's still some trick-or-treaters out there, but the roads shut down. So can't do too much. But we're okay. Power's back on. Animals are safe. And hi, Sweet Misery. Hi, Angie. Yeah, it was kind of scary. That's probably the closest I've lived to a big fire like that, where there was a
PCT.
threat. Paper cut. Hi there.
Reggie. What up?
No, Reggie, actually it started at 1:00 in the morning yesterday, and we saw it at like 4 in the morning, and that picture was probably taken about 4 or 5 in the morning, so it's still dark out. So people up on the hill above the fire took that picture. Yeah.
Nobody wants to chop it up with us, honey.
Fire in California. They're shy.
Come on, Paper Cut. Mary Jane, Barbara, Donna. Somebody come chop it up
Shy
with us.
peeps tonight. Deb had 2 kids this year. I hope you didn't buy too much candy. I usually buy bags of candy. We eat it, and then we have leftover. But I give a lot out too. So
yeah, we spend like $100 on candy a year
at
for
least.
the kids.
That's why I did not do it this year. I'm like,
It's the first year we didn't do it. And one group of kids knocked on the door, so we had to go in our pantry and like find rummaging through our shit to
bars
find
left over from summer s'mores with that propane fire pit I bought you.
Make s'mores with that? Oh, you bought those to make s'mores.
Yeah, and we had a couple s'mores, and I left them for baby Mab, and they didn't eat them.
Baby man.
Hi, Pat. Yes, we are fine.
At Pat Gaines?
It was, yes, and it was about what, 1/3 of a mile away? I don't know, 1/4 mile.
The fire? It was close. I can walk there in 5 minutes.
Oh, we're still getting feedback?
No, we're not.
Oh, there's a note from Short Legs.
Yeah, Shirley said that, but that was at 8:07.
Oh, that was a long time ago. Okay,
It's
sorry.
8:19 now.
Sorry. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, we were having a lot of feedback. Sorry, you guys. We're learning. We're learning to do stuff. Trying to figure it out.
We're getting there. Each time.
Somebody come up. Oh, Rachel. Sorry about it.
Hey, it's
Wasn't
Roseburg.
looking. Hello?
Hey, we got you.
Hey,
How you doing?
good. How are you guys?
Good.
We're pretty good.
Did you dress up this year?
No, my boys did. We just got back from trick or treating. Oh my
Aw.
God, so much candy. It's crazy.
Oh. Well, as mom, you need to go through the candy.
To make
Yeah,
sure.
There's
favorite.
so much. Like, I don't even understand. Like, how do you get that much candy? Like, I grew up getting candy, but this is so much candy. I'm like,
It's crazy.
You have 2 boys?
2. Yeah.
How old are they?
13 going on 14 and 9.
Aw.
They're both boys, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Gross
They're a
Bros
lot-
on YouTube.
You're what?
Gross Bros on YouTube. It's their
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
channel. I just run it for them, and I guess it somehow comes up to my name whenever I get on live. So
Gross Bros. Oh, that. Oh.
Yeah, you should check them out, Mab. They, my oldest one, plays and sings guitar.
How do you spell it?
Oh, cool. GROCE.
Just
It's
put
on
in a comment in there, and I'll because I read all the comments.
Okay, I will.
Sweet. Yeah, boys are a lot easier to raise than girls. I can tell you that. I raised a daughter
Yeah.
by myself. Around
Baby
11
Mab.
years.
Baby Mab was a challenge when she was a teenager. That's for sure.
She could throw some fits, I tell you.
I got the 13-year-old going on 14, and he's a trip. The 9-year-old, he's still mama's boy, so I'm good there.
Oh,
That's good.
that's sweet. They'll always be mama's boys in heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter, she would she had this thing with clothes.
Oh,
And if you went in the morning, to get ready for school, I'd make her put all her stuff out that she was going to wear the next day because her room looked like a tornado hit. It's just like one of those teenage rooms where you just barely can open the door and
she
there's
would not.
you cannot see the floor at all.
Yep.
Shit everywhere. So I'd make her lay the stuff. She'd put on what she laid out and go, "This doesn't feel right." And then she'd go ripping around trying to get dressed and find what she wanted to wear, and then she'd start melting down, crying, "Oh, my makeup's wet!" It'd just be a total freaking meltdown.
Yeah.
And that happened a lot.
Yeah, the teenager wants to get up 20 minutes before we have to leave. And the rest of us get up like an hour before, so we're all ready to go. And he's like, "No, don't wake me up till 20 minutes to go." And I'm like, "Oh God, here we go."
It's crazy.
Yeah, and if we try to get her to pack for somewhere, I'm like, just plan out what you're going to wear for the next couple of days and bring that. And she's like, "But what if I change my mind?" I'm like, "Well, don't. Just wear it. This is what you're going to wear." Oh. But she's 30 now, so it's definite. They do grow up.
I think boys are easier in that department because it's just like shorts and t-shirts. Like that's all they want to wear, like ever. Cold, hot, whatever the weather is just shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah, that's it. They'll probably be that way their whole lives.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
What else is going on? Chris,
me a
Marie?
second.
Oh, no, that's not you. Rachel. I'm still learning this YouTube stuff.
We got football. We're ending football this week, and we're starting basketball. So that's what we're doing in Texas. We got the last of football this week, and then we start basketball the end of this week, Friday.
I used to have a client in Plano, Texas.
About
a big law firm there.
4 hours north of us.
Texas is big state. What's the weather like?
In Texas.
We're not used to the cold.
Yeah.
It's like 40 degrees and everybody's freaking out. I hate it too. I do. I hate it.
It's crazy.
It's cold for us. For us here, it's like everybody's like, "Oh my God." I am too, but normally we're like 70s right now and it's 40, so everybody's freaking out. But it's gonna be 80 by the weekend, so we're gonna be okay. We can grill this weekend. We'll be fine.
Wow. I know we're usually we're starting to feel fall, but it's been 75 during the day, which is a little warm. It's supposed to get down to like 39 at night.
Oh,
so
gosh.
Yeah, we get wimpy. That's cold for us.
That's what we do too, because we went from 115 to 40, and everybody's like, "Oh crap! What?
Oh my God!
Where's my jacket? I don't know what to do right now." Like it was 115 yesterday. It's 40 degrees today. Like, oh,
that's crazy. That's a huge jump.
Yeah, it was an overnight deal. Like you're sweaty one day, and the next day you're like, "Where's my jacket? I don't know what to do."
Yeah, that's how it was here. For October's our hottest month. Oh, Look at that. We got the paper cut Tina.
Oh, hey. The Wicked Witch.
How are you doing?
Mrs. Mab didn't recognize me. She was like, "Oh, hey."
Who's that?
Okay, now I gotta contend with that. Just a second. Oh man.
Who's there? Oh, trick or treaters. Yeah.
But you know, Barbara, we heard probably
Oh.
20 explosions.
Oh,
We
yeah.
don't know, and nobody's talking about the possible origin of the fire. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nobody
We
said
thought
anything about the
propane-
origin. And given that how hot it was and how big giant it was and how everything got so hot, I doubt if they're ever going to find out how it started.
Yeah, I feel like it was arson, but they did not say anything.
What would be the motives? To burn down a bunch of firewood? Or maybe, the landowner decided he didn't want to deal with all this stuff on his property and just thought, well, we'll get rid of it all in one time.
Sounds eerily similar to the Maui fires.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not gonna start that conspiracy, but
Well, at least, I mean,
I'll start it for you.
nobody got hurt. 2 people lost their homes, but nobody was injured. And, but yeah, I mean, the explosions are definitely a little strange. Yeah.
Because there wouldn't be propane bottles out there in the middle of all that wood. There may have been 1 or 2 if there's like a shack out there where they did barbecued or something. But that first explosion was huge. I'm like, that's not a shotgun. That's not a gun. Remember?
Yeah. There's
Like,
plenty of
that's
people
something
shooting
bigger.
off shotguns out here, but
Then I thought maybe dynamite, because the quarry, we
Yeah.
have a quarry here that's like 100 years old, and they've been mining granite out of there since 1900 something. And they blast with dynamite. What?
yeah, they do. And also, fun fact about our little town, the San Andreas Fault runs like literally in our backyard. So the biggest fault in California runs right through this town. And that's why the quarry's here, all the tectonic movement. There's lots of granite out here. So that's always fun. Big
Yeah.
earthquakes to look forward to.
Huntress hasn't
Huntress
been
has been
timed
timed
out.
out. How does that happen?
Nobody's a mod, and I didn't do it.
That's
Let me see.
something that's more stuff you need to learn how to
I
do.
say where it says put user in timeout or ban user and delete their comments. But Huntress, I don't know. I made mods last time I was live, and I don't even know how to make a mod now. I used to be able to click on the sub and then choose make moderator.
Tina might know. Why would somebody be timed
Tina, you're
out?
on mute.
Yeah. I learned from Rebel. You go into your studio live.
Did you mute yourself, Rachel?
I put
Yeah,
one
I
lipstick
muted
on
myself
it.
because I,
Oh, okay.
Oh, you muted
Tina.
yourself. I thought my thing was doing it by
No,
itself.
I put
muted because I was
lipstick on
listening
my
to you
teeth,
guys.
so I look like I bit someone.
Okay.
Makes me want to
paper
clean them
cut.
off.
Oh,
Oh,
I forgot you're
makes
a
my hands
dentist.
itchy. Gotta clean that.
How do I make a mod?
Go into your studio live. Or YouTube, I mean. YouTube.
I'm in my studio on the live right now, and I see the chat right next to me.
Well, I mean, you've got to, for me, are you on StreamYard?
Yeah.
I had to leave StreamYard, hit on history, right, in the history, and hit on YouTube Studio. Go in that way, click on who you want.
Oh, Huntress is back. Huntress is back.
So I can hit comments
But
on
she
or off.
said,
So how do I do that, paper cut? Because I don't see how
Do
to
you
do
have
that.
a history? Do you have history?
No.
Like
Doesn't say
you
history.
can't. I mean, you
Hmm.
can't pull up history like in your Google, like when you hit on things.
Like my browser history?
Yeah,
No.
go in
maybe
there
not.
and go into YouTube Studio. The studio.
Oh, YouTube Studio.
Yeah, YouTube Studio, not just Studio.
Right.
And then hit on who you want. And
So in
then
YouTube Studio, my chat should be here.
Mhm.
I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
I
not.
was typing the URLs and all this and the channel, whatever, and Rebel said just go into YouTube Studio, go out of StreamYard.
But I can't
keep your
do
thing-
it while I'm live streaming?
No, you can. You keep your stream going and you can
Okay,
leave.
so
It'll actually keep going.
YouTube
Mhm.
Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could try it another time.
Yeah, I could.
Mm-hmm.
You know me.
Yeah,
I got ADHD.
Well, it should stay on. I didn't even think mine would keep going, right? I mean, I went totally off. And it was
Huh.
still streaming away when I came back in to StreamYard.
Let's see.
So if you leave
Thank you,
StreamYard.
Jeannie.
Mm-hmm. I don't
I can
usually
switch
dress
them.
up at all, Mrs. Mab. This was sent to me, this hat, and I didn't
Mhm.
ask for it by Maria
It's
G.
great.
Well, it's from the UK.
Wow.
I see.
And I got it, was it yesterday or today? Well, anyway. And so then I was like, okay, I've got to try to find a dress. And I did. And then I just threw makeup on. That's all.
Mab Huntress is backstage.
Okay.
Well, that's great,
Went out
Gina.
of stage.
I
I
mean,
like
so I
the-
don't
Huntress.
I don't go to
Hey.
Halloween parties or anything.
How's it going?
Hi. Hi, Huntress. And hi, R. So I don't know who R is.
It's Rachel.
Is that
Rachel.
Rose? Rachel.
Yes,
Hi,
that's Rachel.
Rachel.
Mab, did you
Just a
figure
big
out how
R.
to do your mods?
I can't. I can see that I can call up comments from the previous video, but I don't see comments from this video in there. I mean, while I'm live, if I go to YouTube Studio.
If you go on your phone, just to where you're on live, go to your live, and then you can click on the comments, and you should be able to make them.
You're already a mod.
I am,
right?
yeah. I
Oh, yeah.
don't know what happened. It might have just been a glitch, but it's
So we've
unblocked now.
Got
Gotcha. That's easy.
Dustin
I like-
Parker.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Hello, John.
Got it.
Lisa.
So you can't do it on
Thanks,
this
guys.
live. You have to do it
Thanks
on
for
the
coming
phone.
up. It's good to see you.
So what's up
See,
with you,
and I'm on
Huntress?
an iPad. I don't have the phone and I don't have, so yeah, that might not have helped. Your eyeshadow looks pretty, Huntress.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I still have makeup on from where I took the kids out tonight.
It's
You're
kind
talking
of
to me.
like a light pink or something. You guys are funny.
Yeah.
I watched Mab rocking out at the beginning of
Yeah.
Did you know
Wait till I
that
get
the
some good
first?
songs. I'll sing them while I'm in the intro. I'll sing the songs.
Yeah, you
You like
can have
that?
your own songs, and then there's
And
a whole
he sing- he
YouTube
can
library.
sing.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
only rock one on the library. This is the one I played.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted
But
to
I
play
mean,
scary
I'll be right
Halloween
back in
music.
1 second.
well, there's a whole library he could choose from in YouTube for free songs. And
Okay.
I found a horror choir. It's like, it's weird, but yeah. But I wanted to go ahead.
Oh god, you can see the dog.
Oh, look at him.
Look at his tail going. He's like, "Where's my daddy?" I wanted the Halloween theme song. That's like the quintessential Halloween music, but
Oh,
anyway,
from the
we didn't get
movie?
it. Yeah,
Oh,
that's like
golly, I don't even remember it. But that was my first and last horror movie I ever saw. I was 16 and I had my parka pulled over my head and my feet up off the ground, and I just could hardly handle it at the theater. Mhm.
oh yeah. I definitely watched horror movies too young, and freaked myself out for years. I think Friday the 13th was the main one that really scared me. And I think in that movie, it rains when they're at Camp Crystal Lake. I can't remember 100%. And then every time it rained, if I was home alone, I was terrified for years.
Oh, wow.
I know. And we lived kind of rural. So it was like, oh my gosh,
Oh,
somebody could just
yeah.
come out here and stab me to death and nobody would know, you know, little.
You poor thing.
You
See,
know,
I've never
teenagers.
seen Friday the 13th or any of them. I just haven't seen them. Friday the 13th, and who's the guy? Jason Voorhees or whoever he is.
I think one of the first scary movies I saw, I was at my grandma and grandpa's house and I wasn't supposed to be watching TV. I was pretty young and I watched The Blob. So that The Blob. And, you know, it's this blob of slime that comes and like devours you. And I was so scared. I was so scared. I went and slept on the floor in my grandparents' bedroom. And my grandpa got up to go to work the next morning and stepped on me because he didn't know I was there. And he was like, "What are you doing
That's
in here?"
funny. Oh, gosh.
Oh, my goodness.
I saw a scary movie. Not many people have seen it. And the lady was floating with her face up in the water. It was called The Sixth Sense. The Sixth Sense. And I watched part of it and I had to turn it off. I was like,
really
15 or something. Yeah, it was scary.
That wasn't The Sixth Sense that came out with Bruce Willis.
No.
There was no. Okay, so there was another one.
Is there another one
Sense.
called that? Oh, geez.
I don't. Yeah, there is. There was a movie out. I don't know, 20 years ago. I think it was Bruce Willis was in The Sixth Sense. The little kid that says, "I see dead people," I think he says that. Where I think in the movie Bruce Willis is actually a ghost.
yeah,
and
Huntress.
A little kid can see him, but nobody else can. If I'm remembering it right.
Huntress.
This was late 70s. The one I saw.
Huntress. What's she doing?
I don't know.
Is she muted?
I don't know.
You there,
Are
girlfriend?
you there?
No, my sound keeps cutting out for some reason. I don't know what's going on.
Hey,
But I was just jumping up here to help Mab with the wrenches if he needed it.
do you know how you
I'll go
highlight
message back.
when you highlight comments like this? Is there a way to do it automatically, or do you have to hit each one?
You have to hit each one of them.
That's silly. They should have an auto function on that.
Gator hater.
You going back to the chat, Hunter?
Oh, Chris, you
Yes,
live in New
I'm still
York?
gonna be watching.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Thank you for coming up.
Way too
Not a
cool.
problem.
Really appreciate it. Bye.
Bye, Huntress. Yeah,
Bye,
it was
Huntress.
snowing in Michigan. Destiny
Oh.
Rose sent me a 5-second video, and I mean, we're talking big flakes coming down. She's in Michigan today
In the
on
video,
Halloween.
we'll play it. Can I
No,
play videos?
thank you. I don't think
Wow.
I've ever
Yeah.
lived more than a couple
Send me
miles
the
from the
video, Tina.
ocean, and cannot tolerate it.
Oh, of the snow?
Yeah.
It's on my messenger. What do I do? Send it to your guys' messenger? And then you can
Hey,
show it?
Aussie True Crime.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
All
up.
right. No, I don't think I can because I'm up on StreamYard. It's
Okay.
5
Never mind.
seconds.
I
don't
saw
know.
a video of somebody that had like 2 inches of snow.
Oh my God. Look at these kittens. They're like little monkeys. They hang and they come up.
Oh
They're
my God, those kitties.
Love kitties.
they're so
I
funny.
love
Look
the-
at this.
Oh, you've
Looks
got
like a little
calico.
raccoon.
They're the
Mhm.
best.
They're half Maine Coon, half this tiger tabby. They're really
They're
funny.
just big and beautiful.
Thank you. 6
Yeah.
weeks now. Eating dry, poop around my bedroom. They won't use a litter box. They won't. I put them in there. I took
Really?
my finger even and went like this in the litter.
You know what?
So you
You have
guys,
to put them in there. So
Mhm.
put them in. Oh, Tina just disappeared.
Did I? Oh no,
Jeez.
Yeah.
there.
Well, anyway, put the kitty in the litter box and grab their
Mhm.
front paws and dig for them.
Oh, dig for them.
Dig
Okay.
for them. Put them in there and dig for them.
You know what,
Okay.
Tina? I got a better idea. Go in there and use it like you're a cat, and then
You're
they'll know what to
funny.
do.
Ew.
You're funny.
Because
Well, the
cats
mama
usually
kitty was
take
in
to it.
there. What?
Cats usually take to the litter box really well.
I know.
So-
Well, the mama kitty was in there digging, and she digs until like there's no litter under the, and then she goes like in the litter box. And they're watching. One of them was. And so I put that one in because it was squatting over there and it just, but yeah, I'll take its little paws next time because that's the one thing I didn't do.
How many litter boxes do you have?
Just one in here for the mama kitty when she's in here all night with her babies.
You need more than one litter box if you have that many cats.
You're right, I do. That's what Jackson Galaxy. Have you ever seen him? He's just a cat guru.
Yes.
Rachel was up here first, and I don't want to monopolize. She's trying probably to talk to and visit.
Feel free,
Just chime in, Rachel.
Chime in anytime
Rachel,
you
you
want.
don't have a picture, so I kind of.
Oh, I'm just trying to make lunches for my kids. It's okay. Tina, go.
Oh,
Go, Tina, go.
Well, I'm not trying to talk about my channel, but it's Halloweeny. I did a story on the
You talked
pixie
about
sticks.
you helped me on my channel.
Oh, well, I mean, but remember the pixie sticks poisoning out there?
Yes.
Well, in the 70s, I found out reading the story, it was the father, and he took a life insurance policy out on his 8-year-old son.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. No, and the neighbor who the father was trick-or-treating with this man, his son got one of these pixie sticks, and I mean, he put 2 inches of cyanide, in these pixie sticks, and I guess stapled them even. I read some details, but he got caught luckily, and but the little boy died. And what's really sad, and it actually made me tear up, and I'm always getting, not always, but very easily can cry and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They got to have one piece of candy before they went to bed.
Oh.
This little 8-year-old boy chose the pixie stick. He couldn't get it open. His dad rolled his hand in it like this to open it, helped him pour it down his mouth. He was vomiting, convulsing, died before he got to the hospital. And the sickest thing is the boy said it tasted bitter and funny, and his dad gave him Kool-Aid to wash it down with.
Uh-oh. What did they do?
I mean, that's just sick. I thought it was some
sick.
random dude, which is bad enough, but it was that boy's father. And he wanted the life insurance policy of his 5-year-old daughter also, and the neighbor boy. But nothing happened with them because they went to sleep and couldn't get them open. Mm-hmm. But he got the lethal, you know what? And this was in Texas. Mm-hmm.
I do remember
I'm playing
that.
with stuff, so sorry.
That's terrible.
I didn't know it was a dad. Oh, and guess what else? He had a professional job. He was an ophthalmologist.
Oh.
And he still had his white. Mm-hmm. He had his white coat on. They said when he went trick or treating with his neighbor and his neighbor's boy and his kids. Mm-hmm. And then he lied and said, "Oh, I can't really remember who came and delivered the candy. We only went to 2 streets." And he never admitted to it, never. But they figured it out. It was him by his searches of, cyanide and going there, inquiring the life insurance policies. He didn't shed a tear at the hospital. Yeah.
Did he go to jail?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He he went to prison in 1974 and 1984 was, executed.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
In
very
Texas?
depressing. Yeah.
Wait, what's
Mhm.
okay? Wow, it only took 10 years.
Yeah. Yeah, back then even. Yeah.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
and one more. And listen to this. During the court trial, this is 35 years later, well, maybe when the story was written, it's probably longer now, obviously, but he handed the father, I don't know, I think Brian Dillon, maybe is the name, I can't remember. But anyway, handed the prosecutor a Tootsie Roll. Said, here, do you want this? During trial.
Ooh, creepy.
He says he'll never forget
Narcissist.
that.
I had a letter sent to me with white powder in it.
Was that at the office when you
At
worked
the
for
office.
Gary.
I was, vice president of intellectual property at Central Coast Patent Agency. It was right here in Aromas.
Did you guys call the police? Was that?
Wow.
I called the fire department.
I think I remember that.
And it was during that
during the ricin
scare where they were doing the
was it
what do you call it?
ricin or
No, it wasn't
anthrax?
ricin. Anthrax. They were
Yes.
mailing out anthrax. That guy
Yes.
was.
Oh, I
So
remember.
the guy that ran the body shop in town was a friend of mine, and he thought it would be a funny joke to send me the letter with white powder in it. So, being an employer, I had to call the authorities, and they busted him for sending the fake powder.
Was it Oscar?
It was Mike.
Oh,
Good grief.
that's right.
Did he go to jail or prison
No.
for
He
pretending
got out
that?
of it.
Nah, this is a
He
small
got out.
town.
It's a small town, so it's like
Yeah.
What kind of
Griffith or
powder
something.
did they say it was? Did they with talcum or
I
something?
don't know what it
or what?
was. I don't know what it was, but it
Wow.
wasn't anthrax. It's probably flour or something.
Baking soda,
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it was harmless.
He thought it would be funny. He's the one that called in the fire last night. The first one.
That's right. Because, yeah, we have friends that live 2 streets down from us, closer to the fire. So I texted her to see if she was okay. And she's like, yeah, my husband woke up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and saw the fire. And he was the first one to call 911. So thanks to him, it was.
If anybody else wants to come up, I just dropped another
contained.
link.
So it was an
Cameron
explosion then?
Finch.
It was explosion, not really arson?
We don't know.
I heard it started at 1 something in the
Yeah,
morning.
it started at like 1 in the morning. We saw it at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning when we heard an explosion. But the thing is, it's just all wood down there. And so
The whole 5 acres is solid, packed with wood and tree logs. Like
it's like a firewood
logs.
processing property.
And it was stacked, probably 10 feet high of logs all the way across the whole 5 acres.
It was an
And it
incredible
all
amount of
was
wood.
on fire at the same time. That's what I don't understand.
So-
how did it? You look behind me and you see all that. How did
Yeah,
all
did
of
they
that
find
get on
out
fire?
like was kerosene or something put on it?
We don't know.
Did
It's
they-
still burning. So
It's
they
still
haven't done an
burning,
investigation.
okay.
Yeah.
I went by there this morning and took some pictures. I have a video. Not sure it's a very good one. Let me see if I can find it.
You should play it though. Anyway, like
I think it's
Let me
sideways, isn't it?
wow,
We'll be right back.
amazing.
Okay. Here's
The
a movie.
background of your thing, Mab, right now literally looks like the fires in California in Paradise. That's what people
my
were
God.
driving by. Mm-hmm.
In Paradise, California, you remember that?
Oh golly, all the footage out there, people praying and crying, and they literally embers of fire were going.
You see the fire there?
Wow. Oh,
See, it's
look
still
at
this pile of
that.
logs are still on fire. That was this morning. I snuck back there and took that little video.
Wow.
Let's see.
That's so cool. You have palm trees. I don't see that up here at all.
How do I get rid of this thing now?
Yeah, there's a palm tree. There are palm trees here, not as much as Southern California, but they're here. But you have to buy them and plant them, and they are very expensive. They are really expensive.
That's we're playing a video. How do I get rid of the video?
You're asking the wrong person. I am not technically inclined at all.
That can be
At all. You know
movie.
that. Oh, there it goes. There's one of them. Where's the other one? Where you were driving?
Big one.
I haven't put one of my own videos, you know, on my live yet, so I wouldn't know. I just take my other iPad and read from it and show pictures and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of times, paper cut, your hand is right in front of the camera when you're
yeah,
doing it.
yeah, it drives me nuts. The camera, right?
Drives
It's
me
just
nuts.
it's a speck. It's a teeny speck, the camera. And if I forget it's on the right or left, yeah. It's
There you go. I
Oh
figured
my
out a new thing.
goodness.
Good job,
I
huh?
can make you big.
Yeah. I look scarier.
How do I do it? How did I do that?
You know what someone did, you guys? Now, my daughter thinks it's paint. I think it's blood. And I'm nothing against homeless people, but I'm on the 3rd floor. So under the bottom stairwell, they kind of like to nestle in there and eat some food and whatever. Well, I found a bag of leftover food and there were drops of what
blood
to me looked like, yeah. And they were small. They weren't like big purposeful paint or something, but this stuff was smeared along the siding. And I'm talking this much. Okay, so I saw one side when I came down the stairs to go to the garbage. And honestly, I was like, does someone have a bloody nose, you know, and decided to just be gross and whatever. And I looked to the left, there's more over there. And when it dried, it was a darker orangey red. It just didn't look like paint to me. So
somebody could have cut themselves or something.
Oh no, I'm fine. Jokes aren't bad on my channel anyway.
Our ghost show.
But I have a question. Can you clean off blood on the siding of a house with Windex? I thought I'd have to take cold water and
I would use bleach.
Well, what I did was I had just 2 of those towelettes, you know, the Clorox ones left. I put gloves on. I put the thin surgical. I kind of wished I had the thicker kitchen gloves, but anyway, and I was very careful to go because it was just covered with red, you guys. You just wouldn't believe. My daughter was down there with me. I brought a bag and I brought a whole roll of toilet paper. And then I didn't want to be touching, paper towels. I didn't want to be touching the paper, you know what I mean? And then contaminate and bring in the house and the Windex bottle. And I got it off, but I'm really glad because right across the parking lot, we have like elderly disabled community over there called Evergreen. And our first trick-or-treater was a guy. He looked like he was maybe 16 or 17 with his worker. He had on a Superman. He was standing there with his bag with his head down, and they went by that. I mean, that could have really scared them. So I don't know. But yeah, I cleaned that up. It was part of my day. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, peroxide, Barbara says peroxide takes blood out. It does. So peroxide gets blood out of clothing really well.
Okay.
But I would, if there was blood on a surface, bleach would at least decontaminate it too. So.
Yeah, I don't have any bleach. It was disturbing, you guys. It was disturbing.
It's crazy.
Hopefully it was just a minor nosebleed, like you say, or someone cut themselves or.
Or were they, wetting, right? And because we have a problem of that here in Bellingham pretty bad. I've lived here for 22 years. We've had 2 drive-by shootings, not in a long time. Yeah, drive-by. I heard it popping at 3 in the morning, but
oh my gosh.
They know it was some girl's ex-boyfriend, and That's the first time I saw ever anywhere except on TV, real, bullet holes in the outside of buildings. Yeah, I'd be more scared now. I'd probably even want to move. But back then my kids were young and I wasn't into, true crime and yeah.
Yeah. When we're younger, it's like, oh, no problem.
Yeah.
But
And
it's-
I'm in the nicest, and I'm not bragging, but out of all of Bellingham, I'm in the nicest apartment complex. And we have real issues here. It's big, has a pool, used to have a tanning bed, no more. Has a jacuzzi.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, nothing like your guys' beautiful house. I've lived in apartments for so long. You guys
Beautiful house comes with beautiful property taxes and beautiful maintenance constantly. It's a job that is never done. Now we
California
got
property
two places.
taxes are terrible.
Now I
go
got
up.
2 places to maintain, and the other one's a lot bigger than this. I mean, not the house, but the property is like 3 times the size of this or more. 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I found some guy on Nextdoor that does landscaping and stuff. And I'm like, hey, we need your help. That guy did so much work in 6 hours.
I know, it's cool.
Oh my God, the place looks amazing. So to find somebody that shows up on time and does a good job. Wait, Barbara, where do you live? First time you went to
I think she used to
Seaside.
live down here.
Oh,
went to
okay.
Seaside.
Because I'm like,
I think
how
she
do you
would have
know
lived
it
in
smells like
Seaside.
garlic? Totally smells like garlic. So Gilroy is the garlic capital of the world, and it's probably 30 miles north of us. So when it's hot, we get the
Love me
smell of
listen.
garlic down here, and actually smells really good. So yes, the last few weeks we've been smelling garlic in the air. I'll go out, 6 o'clock in the morning to start my car. It smells like garlic outside. It's kind of crazy.
Where'd Tina go?
I don't know. But you know what, Mr. Mab?
Oh, probably gotta bring
I
this
gotta
to a
get ready
close.
for
Huh?
bed. I'm tired.
I got to divvy out the candy now.
I gotta go to
We're,
work tomorrow.
we're done with trick-or-treaters. Thanks for letting me come up.
No
Of
problem.
Nice to
course.
meet you, Rachel. And
Yeah, Rachel,
I
nice to
told-
meet you, Rachel. Go
I
ahead.
told
Rachel's
people
muted.
after your program I was probably going to go live, so
Cool.
that's
I'll come
probably
over
what I'll
there.
do. All
You can bring me up
Love
on
you
panel.
guys.
Love you too, Tina.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah,
stopping
I
by.
really
Wicked Witch of the
might
West.
do panel. I
Yeah.
might. I if I don't
Okay.
forget, remind me later on. Thanks, you guys. Happy
I'll remind
Harvest
you if you
You're
don't remember.
welcome. Happy Halloween.
Love you guys. Bye bye.
Be safe.
All right,
Bye,
bye.
Tina.
Let's see. Bye, Rachel. Hope you.
I think
Get this
she's
message.
muted. But
She's muted. She might be doing something else. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're out, Rachel. Sorry.
Oh, Dolly's going live in 30.
Is he?
Yeah. But I've got to step down because
Okay.
I'm tired.
I'm removing you.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
No, you're
Thank
not
you.
stepping down. I'm kicking.
Okay, fine. Kick me out.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be. Kick from studio. Kick from studio. And kick. How do you do that? Oh, that's weird. All right, you guys. I am out of here. Thank you guys for coming and chatting and seeing us. Thanks for subbing up and hitting the like button, all that jazz. I'm going to start putting out stuff every day, every other day. I may have to research some stuff for a full day and then do it. But yeah, I'm going to be getting this show going on a consistent basis. So I'll see you later. Peace.